What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in. Look, check this out. You hear a lot of these guys talking about, they want women to submit to them. They the man of the house, blah, 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 blah. And a lot come with that. A lot come with a woman submitting to you. A lot come with that. Case in point, let me give you a few examples, right? As a man, when you choose to be married and have kids, if you just choose a woman to live with and have kids, the bulk of everything is going to fall on your shoulders, right? All the decisions you make will affect your family, whether it be good or bad. That's why, ladies, when you pick a man, you have to really look all the way around on how well grounded and rounded this man really is. Let me give you an example on what I mean by that. As life continues to go on, things will start happening in your life. Not major. Like, I'm going to give you a case. I'm just going to give you a little example of my life, okay? Now, I made a conscious decision back in March to leave my full-time job and to work for myself full-time. And in the process of me doing that, I knew when I left that full-time job, I was leaving a 401k plan. I was leaving a steady paycheck, and I was leaving health insurance, right? Now, that woman have to see something in you where you walking away from all that, but you gonna find a way to make it happen. And everything in life is a gamble. Nothing is safe. The job I'm working at right now, last week I almost failed. And if I would have failed, that would have been about a 14 to 15 foot fall. And what I would have fell on, I would have hurt myself. I would have, the way I'm seeing it in my mind, the way I would have failed, if I would have fell straight on my back, that would have, I don't know, I can't explain how that would have affected me. But looking at the fall, I would have been broken up and I would have been out of commission for a while. Well, man, you got your full-time job with all these benefits, but you got hurt on this job. Well, man, you working for yourself, you don't have no insurance. Like, case in point, my wife, she went to the doctor, right? Went to the dentist. I said, look, go get your teeth cleaned. I didn't tell her. It's just that time of the year. You need to go to the dentist twice a year, every 6 months. Well, we didn't go the past 6 months, so it had been like a year since she been. And look, I'm going to give you just a rundown of what went on today and yesterday. Okay, well today, all right, she went to the dentist's office. I said, look, you tell him you get your normal teeth cleaned, but you want x-rays too. You want to make sure your teeth is good. There's nothing worse than riding around in a brand new truck, but your teeth are messed up. I'd rather ride around in old vehicles, wear old clothes with my health in part. You're on vacation, but your teeth are messed up. Nice clothes, but your teeth are messed up. So, found the doctor's office. They said, look, get a teeth cleaning, x-rays, it's like $350. Get it done. You spend money on Christmas, buy a Christmas gift, make sure your health's straight. So she needs some work done, and the work total of like $470 of the work she need done. They printed out a paper what all need to be done. Man, get it done. Get it done. All right, in the midst of that, today, the microwave went out. Now, like I say, the more advanced you get in life, the more stuff's gonna cost. Well, our microwave sit above the stove. It's not one that just sit on the counter. Me personally, I would take one that just sit on the counter, because when that go out, it's $100. Well, the ones that sit over the stove, they typically $300. Whatever. All right, so I know in the morning, I got to go buy another microwave. All right? Now, once you start adding that money up, I got to get $300 for another microwave. Man, the dentist appointment today was $350. It's work you need done, it's going to cost me $400. Well, man, so you should have had insurance. When you're young, you don't have everything figured out. I didn't leave, when I left my full-time job in March, I didn't leave with health insurance. And I don't regret leaving without health insurance. I'm figuring this out as I go. And you'll have people to say, like, it's been people who have told me that, man, don't leave that job, you got insurance. Well, man, what you gonna do, man, it's wintertime. There's always a solution to every problem. Okay, you don't have health insurance, pay out of pocket. Well, man, what if it's something major? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But if you stay in a state of fear, a state of shock, where you're scared to make a decision and scared to move, you will never get nothing done in life. Again, I told y'all, I almost failed at this job like a week ago. I could have been hurt. Imagine if I still So you always got to figure this stuff out in life, right? Now it's going to get to a point I'm going to have Blue Cross, Blue Shield, I'm paying out of pocket, everything going to be everything. I had to turn around. But back to my point, you got to make sure that you got a doggone, for you to submit to a man, you got to submit to a man that's going to get his behind up and make sure his family is provided for day in and day out. Like, you got to make sure the man you pick is going to make sure you and your children are taken care of. Like, you got to make sure you got that type of man that's going to get up and grind every single day. And like, look, I was sitting at work last night like, man, bro, I'm sick of this job. I'm ready to quit. My bills paid up. Like, bro, I can maintain to March until all of this came. This right here is like $1,000. This right here is a cool $1,000. Well, man, I ain't tripping because the job, I just got paid. My check was able to take care of all that with some left. So you got to, you got to, listen, you got to get this crap out the mud. Ain't nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to save you. And I don't know, it's not a man, there is not a man that does not work harder than a man that loves his family and wants to provide for his family. Like, bro, when it's cold at work, them boys be complaining, man, it's cold, I'm ready to go home. I think about my family, bro. Man, the bills paid up. It don't matter if the bills paid up. I'm doing this for my family. I'm out here grinding every day for my family. So I'm not going to let it just because it's 25 or 30 degrees, let me run home because it's cold. Nah, it's night shift. My kids and wife in the bed in a warm house. Yeah, man, I put in 10 hours. What's up? These are the type of men that women should be submitting to. You don't submit to no lazy, sorry joker. I've seen it time and time and time again. When stuff hit the fan with these so-called I'm sorry. When the sex so good, you just can't leave. When stuff hit the fan with men like that, that's toxic, that's the bad boys, they don't hang around. They don't hang around. It's not a shot at nobody to take no shots, but it's just a simple fact. When you go out here, man, you want a woman to submit to you. You want a woman to submit under your authority. You want children. Listen, I know this might not be a famous topic, but if you have kids, your kids need to be under your roof, under your rule of thumb, under your protection. Listen, don't nobody love your kids how you love your kids. Your sister, if your sister and brother got kids, yeah, they love their niece and nephews, but they don't love your children how you love your children. And I tell my wife this, like when she go out to like a birthday party, she going with 4 kids. All right. One of these kids at some point gonna have to go to the bathroom or want something to drink. You leaving the other 3 kids out there. Case in point, she was at the trampoline park last week, and one of my daughters wanted some water. Well, she got the baby, and she got one of my daughters, and my other 2 daughters still playing. Kids don't know, look out for one another. And I told my wife, I said, yeah, these parents say they'll watch your child. I said, but if something happened, I said, if my daughter and that other parent's daughter both was to run out the door in the traffic, one go left, one go right, they following their child. I'm sorry I couldn't get to yours in time. If you have kids, your kids need to be under your roof. You want a woman to submit to you, you got to be willing to go out there and go to work 6, 7 days a week. Make sure your family have everything they need and make sure your family is protected and well taken care of. If you are not willing to do that, then you don't need to be out here trying to make a woman submit, trying to have kids. It's a lot go into this. It's a lot. Like as a man, bro, you have to make sure you cross all your T's and dot all your I's when you have a family and when you have children. Like, bro, I will make sure I come lack before my family come lack. At any time. Anytime. That's one thing gonna be secure. My family is gonna ride around in a decent vehicle and we're gonna live on the nice side of town. It don't matter what you have to do. You need to make sure that it's done. And look, your family don't have to ride around in a 2025. No, I told y'all, when I buy vehicles, they are 10 years old. Why? That's what I can afford. That's what makes more sense. It's not much pressure on me when I do it like that. Now, yeah, I can go finance a 2024. But I'm not trying to pay that $1,000 a month. Now I'm gonna get this 10-year-old vehicle. I can pay $200-300 a month and keep it moving. But these are the type of qualities of men you have to look for. The squares, the lames. See, the bad boys, I'm telling you, when stuff hit the fan, bro, they not shooting in the gym with you. They not in your corner. They on to the next one. And the reason I'm making this video, because I know a guy, I know a woman in that situation right now. You had the bad boy. You couldn't leave him. You couldn't leave him, and now stuff hitting the fan for you. He ain't in that corner. He ain't in the gym shooting with you. You by yourself, and you sitting here wondering, well, how I'm gonna do it by myself? You can't, baby girl. You can't do it by yourself. And guess what? Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You see how your friends ain't your friends. Your friends ain't in the gym after you shoot the ball, passing it back to you. Oh, I'm sorry, you going through that. I'm gonna keep you lifted up in prayer. Yeah, pray for me, but what you gonna do for me while you praying for me? Nothing. I got my own problems. So now who you leaning on? Well, I'm leaning on my mama to help me. Man, your mama's 70 years old, man. What can your mother do? So on a certain time, your mama gonna want to retire and kick back. All them friends you had, they not shooting in the gym with you no more, is it? Your co-workers, they don't care nothing about you. Somebody said, hey, what the job gonna do for such and such? Nothing. We probably get together and give them a little bit of money. You see that? Nobody is coming to save you. Make sure you cross your T's and dot all your I's. And at the end of the day, it's still not up to you. It is still not up to you. You know, listen, man. It is the grace of God we are able to move around how we move around and do the things we need to do. It is the grace of God we're able to do all of that. A split second can change your life. So while you're growing up living this life, try to make the best decisions you possibly can make. Try and pick the best mate you possibly can pick. How would it be if I had a woman at home that loved to spend money? You love to go out every weekend. You love to travel. So all of my working is in vain. I'm working 6-7 days a week and running a business. It's in vain because we spending it on dumb junk. Versus you got a woman, every time you shoot the ball, whether you make it or miss, she passing it back to you. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. And then, listen, you don't know where your life gonna take you. You do not know that. I know exactly where my life gonna lead if I stay working on this full-time job for 10 years. I might become a supervisor, and I will have a steady paycheck every week. I will have health insurance and a retirement. But I guarantee you'll be broke down. You'll be broke down at 60. Your health won't be good. Your joints won't be good. Crawling in and out of tanks. Working for a young supervisor. Don't care nothing about you but the bottom line. Company don't care nothing about you but the bottom line. Or you can take a chance on yourself in the next 10 years. Who knows? In 10 years, I can remove myself from this truck, have 2 employees, and a business is operating and pumping out money every day. I'm at home with my family more. I can raise my kids better relationship with my wife. I can do things in my church to help the church out. I can do things for the community. You can only do so much when you are a one-man band. Right now, my time is dedicated to this full-time job, my business, and my family. I don't have time for nothing else. I don't have time for nothing else. Hold on, let me reframe that. God is the most important. And I'm not going to get on here and lie. Man, I read my Bible every morning. I don't. I didn't read it this morning. I didn't read my Bible this morning. I didn't read it this morning. It bothers me because I didn't read it. I wanted to sleep in. And when I finally woke up, my wife had to go to a doctor's appointment, had to deal with the kid. I didn't read my Bible this morning. I didn't get a chance to pray this morning. You see that? Headed to this full-time job to give them 10 hours. When I get off from this full-time job, I'm going to go home, get some rest. I got to jump up, go buy a microwave in the morning. Things like that as a man, you got to deal with. I see out here crying about it. You want that kind of man that's going to make sure things solid. He praying for his family. He trying to lead his family in the right direction. He keeping God as his #1 main priority because he know it's up to God how everything gonna happen. I don't care what nobody say on this app. It is up to God whether you live, move, and breathe. That's it. I make like that dude. I make stuff happen. I'm riding on this road right now. Man, look, this tire can pop, this truck can flip 100 times. It is up to God if I get up and walk away. It's not up to no seatbelt. It's not up to the seatbelt. It's up to the Lord if I get up and walk away. Listen, look, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let y'all go. I watched this clip on YouTube. It was a guy in a Suburban. He was running from the police and he flipped that truck 15 times. He did not have his seatbelt on. And listen, on the last 2 flips, he got thrown out of the vehicle. He laid on the ground, and look, that SUV, it was like this. It was about to flip one more time. And then it landed back like he was right here on the ground, and that SUV was about to flip one more time, crush and kill him. But God pushed it back down. He was able to live. Tell me God ain't in control of everything.